When we got to the door, it was his brother, and he was covered in blood, and he said, "You gotta come quick because Scooter's been shot."
The early morning hours of August 8th, 2016. A call for shots fired at this house on Newtown Road in King and Queen County. Captain Rob Balderson is the first to arrive and discovers that deputies will now investigate a murder.
When I got there, I entered the residence. Once I entered the residence, to clear the residence, found a male subject face down in the living room floor.
Lying in a pool of blood was 24-year-old James "Scooter" Byrd, a soon-to-be father.
He had 2 sons that he never got to meet. Beautiful, handsome young men, little boys. And that's, whenever I see them, it's just, I know we still have a part of him here with us.
These newly released crime scene photos show where investigators collected evidence. In his boxers and a t-shirt, deputies say Byrd was likely sleeping on the couch at the time he was shot, just a few feet away from his brother's bedroom. Investigators believe he was either caught off guard or comfortable enough to let the gunman inside the home.
There was no signs of forced entry. Probably knew who it was.
Right after the shooting, Byrd's brother runs out of his room and sees someone in a hooded sweatshirt running out the door. And seconds later, a car speeding away. But without a good description of the suspect, deputies are left with questions. Who pulled the trigger? And why do they want Scooter Byrd dead?
The community was very upset because this is not something that normally happens in King and Queen County, and they were very concerned.
So much concerned that the small sheriff's department called in the feds to help figure things out. The FBI, DEA, and ATF all have their hands in trying to find Byrd's killer.
I can't for the life of me figure out why someone would do that. Scooter was the type of person that would do anything for anybody.
Nearly 2.5 years later, the unsolved murder triggers a whirlwind of sadness, especially around the holidays.
Birthday was in November. That was a holiday he loved. Christmas, December. He loved Christmas. This was his favorite time of year.
The violence and just the fact of not knowing who's responsible has forced the victim's family to move, fearing that on any given day, they could be standing next to the killer without even knowing it.
I couldn't stay here. It was just too much. It was a constant reminder. We had to move. It's just something I couldn't do.
And there are several reminders inside the home where Scooter Byrd was killed. Bullet holes in the wall, blood stains on the floor, signs that the soon-to-be father suffered. Investigators believe there was just one trigger man, but say the evidence suggests there were several accomplices outside serving as lookouts. One even unscrewed a light bulb on the back porch, giving the suspects the cover of total darkness. That has led deputies to believe robbery was the motive, and that someone living in this normally quiet community has information to put the killer away.
But we need just those little pieces, and we believe there's someone out there that knows what happened, heard what happened, and can fill in those blanks that we need.
Answers that will help a grieving family heal, and 2 young boys learn about a love before it was lived.
Because it's a part of him here with us, but I'm just hurt that they'll never get to experience the love from their father like most of us have experienced from our dad, because someone took their father away from them before they could even get here.
Turn yourselves in, you know. Stand up to what you did. If you were man enough to come into his home and take his life, you should be man enough to take the punishment that you need. That's going to come to you for doing this.
Deputies say it's no secret that a weapon has been recovered in this case, and they believe with a little bit of help from the community, they are confident they're going to mark this one case closed. Working for you in King and Queen County, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.